Hi everyone. Today's assignment is going to be a little bit exploratory, meaning that you're going to do part of the assignment before we get any notes or really kind of any introduction because we want to examine what our thinking process is right now. So, our learning target today is going to be that you will be able to list several elements that are vital to life on our planet. You're going to be able to understand that it really is only a handful of elements that make up the vast majority of all life on this planet. This is a periodic table of elements, and once you get into chemistry, you're going to become very, very friendly with this periodic table and all of the things that are on it. But it's also extremely important to life because life is made up of these elements. You are made up of chemicals. You are made up of elements that are found on the periodic table. Um, what you see this blue kind of stair-steppy thing. Everything on this side of the periodic table are metals, and everything on this side of the periodic table on the right are nonmetals. So you can see that there are way more metals than there are nonmetals on the periodic table. And some of them may not come as a surprise to you, like silver and gold, titanium. You guys know that those are metals. Those sound familiar to you. But did you know that calcium and potassium and sodium are also metals? They are. And actually, sodium, if you put sodium in air or water, it explodes. What else is sodium in? Any guesses? That's right, it's in table salt, sodium chloride. It's interesting, though, that when you combine sodium with chlorine, it makes a stable element that doesn't explode. But if you split those up, sodium's actually very, very explosive. All right. They numbers of the elements increase as you go left to right. They're kind of in order, like when you read a book: 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes over and down. So you look at each one like you're looking at sentences. Down here at the bottom are the newest additions. I think it was 13, 15, 17, and 18 were identified and added to the periodic table in 2016. And prior to that, there hadn't been any additions in quite some time, so it was pretty exciting. All right, so you guys are going to do your first little activity in your bill. If you recall from when we were setting up bill, our up until page 12, you needed to leave space for things that we were going to add. So today's assignment is going to start on page 13 of Bill. And if you do not have your bill yet, that's okay. Grab a piece of paper, make sure you put the date on it, and make sure you put a title at the top. You can name it something like elements in the human body so that you know where it is, and then make sure that you save it so you can put it into Bill later. You can even write, make sure that you write the page number on it, like 13, so that you know that that's where it goes in your bill. Okay. So what we have here is a diagram, and you guys are going to sketch this on page 13 in your bill. And so we're looking here 100% of the total human body weight. Well, obviously the human body is made up of many different things, many different elements. And so what we have down here is the top 6 elements that make up the human body. The number 1 element makes up 65% of the human body. And what I want you guys to do is you're going to look at each of these percentages, right? This is obviously the one that there is the most of in the human body, and then this, and then this, and then this. You're going to look at this list of elements here, and you're going to figure out which one of these go where. Okay, we have calcium, hydrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen, carbon, magnesium, nitrogen, and sodium. Do you think that hydrogen makes up 65% of the human body? What about magnesium? Do you think it makes up 65% of the human body? That's your task right now. Okay, now, one thing to note. I know that this is a virtual class and it would be super, super easy for you right now to pull out your phone and pull up this answer in the snap of your fingers. Okay, but that's not what we're doing. We want to think about our thinking. Okay, I'm going to say that again. We want to think about our thinking. After we make these predictions, you guys are going to enter into a chat room and you're going to put your predictions in the chat. And then you're going to read other people's predictions. And what we want to do and realize is that you're contributing to an overall discussion, and new learning is being created because you may see someone else's response and their reasoning and go, yeah, you know what, that makes more sense to me. I think your answer might be right, or no, I don't think your reasoning makes sense. I think I'm going to stick with my answer. Or, I was kind of thinking that and I was hesitating, so I'm not sure now. And so the idea is that you're going to go into the chat room, you're going to put your predictions with your reasoning. Okay, and reasoning means this: why were you thinking that? That's your reasoning, right? If I say, well, I think it's going to be hot today. Well, there's a reason that you say that, right? The reason may be because you look outside and it's sunny outside. I think it's going to be hot because it's sunny outside. Or it could be that, oh, we live in Texas. I think it's going to be hot today because we live in Texas. So the reasoning is really the why behind it. So what I want you to do is put the name of the element under here, but then I also want you to include reasoning. The reason I think that magnesium makes up 65% of the human body is because da da da, right? Okay, so where is the because? That's what you're looking for. All right, so first task, sketch this out, identify which elements are which, not looking them up, and writing down your reasoning. Okay, that's what's important. Not looking it up on the internet, but writing down your reasoning. Think about your thinking. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.